copyright strike.
Alexa,
Stop.
Hi, everyone. I'm Jenny, the host of Lucky Listener Podcast, and I'm joined here today with the band, the Omies.
Hey guys.
Hello.
What's up?
Hi. Okay, so a lot of the people watching the podcast either know you guys or are part of your fan base, and some of them are actually going to be discovering you guys for the first time. So, can you guys give a quick intro, like name, the instrument you play, and also why you guys are called the Omies?
Okay, so my name's Cole. I sing and play guitar.
I'm Theo. I play bass.
I'm Hector. I play guitar and sing.
And that's
And
Misty.
this is our drummer.
Don't throw the
Your
cat at
drummer.
all the Omies. You gotta answer
Oh,
that.
we're the Omies because Omm, you know. We're the Omies.
Like that? Omies. That's wonderful. Was that you, Hector, that came up with the name?
Yes. I came up with it.
Okay.
Cole didn't like it, and then it kind of clicked for him.
Yeah, because then it was like, at first, it was like, Omies, what is that? Why would we be called that? And then I was like,
Yeah.
Omies, what is that? We should be called that. You know, does that make sense?
There's also
Yeah.
Holy H.
Yeah.
That's the easy
Freaking
way.
out,
That's the
dude.
easy one. It's the surface level answer, then you get to the deep one, which is what he explained. But the surface level would be like homies without the H.
Yeah, that's what we tell
Okay.
they look up our Instagram.
Okay, look up the Instagram. Oh, that's cool.
Omm
Wow.
is like the vibration of the universe.
Mm-hmm. And you guys are
We're
like
a
what?
part-
A personification of that?
We're part of it. That's for sure.
Yeah,
We do make noise in the universe.
make
Make a lot of vibrations.
That's cool. That's clever. Shout out you guys for coming up with a cool name. So what
That-
type of music do you guys make?
I mean, we just kind of say indie, but we
Grunge.
we do a lot of different stuff. I think we like jazz. Like we all listen to a lot of different stuff, so we kind of have a lot of different influences. And it's a mashup of a lot of stuff. I mean, like
It's just
jazz, indie rock. We have like a Hector like a super slow chorus sounding song.
something.
So we're a lot of different stuff. So we just say indie because that just kind of means whatever we want it to mean. So.
Yeah, are you guys pretty experimental when it comes to the music that you make?
We try. We play it safe on some stuff for sure. Definitely like for me I just write what I hear. You know what I mean? You know, it's whatever I'm feeling at the moment is kind of what directs my songwriting. If I'm listening to a lot of like funk music, I'm gonna write more funky stuff. If I listen to more jazz, I'm gonna write more jazzy stuff.
Yeah.
And country, you know, all of it. So
We
I
have
don't
a
know.
country song.
we do have a country song.
Sammy.
It's called Sammy. It's about my childhood dog. All right.
Aw. Everyone go stream Sammy after this interview.
It's
So
not
who
out
Oh,
yet.
it's a release. Is it a release for this year?
Potentially. Yeah, maybe.
Oh,
We have no idea
insider information.
what release right now, so we're just kind of writing and trying different stuff all the time.
Yeah, would you guys consider all three of you guys to be like songwriters, or is it mostly like one person who kind of has that output?
I would say me and Hector definitely write the most. We're trying to get Theo more.
Yeah, I'm
Sound.
not really. I come up with the bass parts. But other than that, I'm really bad.
I like Feline.
Feline Wine's pretty good though.
That's one of the songs I wrote. It's called
Mhm.
Feline.
Is that one out?
We only have 2 out.
You guys are teasing all of these songs. Everyone's gonna be like, "Where can we hear Sammy or Feline?" We're gonna have to wait.
At our show.
Oh, at your shows,
Summer
you
Slam.
have to plug.
Slam.
Yeah. So my next question is, how did the band get together? And you guys probably get this a lot. So just give me the whole spiel.
Why don't you? I feel like I'm answering. I feel like I'm hogging.
Basically, Cole hit me up to jam. We jammed. Then we became a band. That was
Yeah.
it. We got Theo in on it. We were like, we need a bass player.
Yeah, I used to play with his roommate for his solo stuff. I played live with him. And then he just hit me up, hey, do you want to start working on this music project? I'm like, yeah, I'll jam it up for a little bit, see what it feels like. You know?
Wait, that's cool. So you guys all recently graduated, but I wanted to know, like during your 4 years in undergrad, were you guys always playing music? Like, were you always trying to play a show, whether it was like independently or together as a band?
For me, I used to be in another band called Hazy Sky. Sorry, this cat's just
All right,
eviscerating my
Mister, you're
phone
going to the room, bro.
right now.
Quick intermission.
And yeah, so I was playing shows through that. And then like just doing open mics and other stuff like that. I met Hector, I think, originally at the radio station at UH.
Yeah.
And then I met him for a second time. Kind of, he came to one of my old band shows at the Nook rooftop.
That's what I mentioned.
Back when the Nook was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what I guess I met Theo's.
Yeah, we met the same night. It's pretty coincidental, you know.
Dude, the same night.
Yeah. Because I remember him playing the tambourine on stage.
Do you remember that?
I remember
I
that.
didn't even remember you being like that being the night.
I was like, oh, no, I didn't meet him then. I just met you.
Yeah.
You saw him.
Like, me and him have been crossing paths for so long.
Yeah. That's why you look so familiar when we finally formally met.
Yeah. There's
Where
this.
do I know this dude from?
Yeah.
Hector took a selfie like 2 years ago, and Theo's just kind of in the background of it.
Oh, wow.
So it was at Cougar Grounds.
Oh, yeah. I used to work at Career Grounds, and I think he was taking a selfie of, like, the little bar, and I was just working in the back. I had no idea
Wow.
at the time.
That was a mustache Hector.
Uh,
I think you should bring it back.
What a story. That's awesome. Now you guys can say you started a successful band in college.
we'll
Yeah.
see. We'll see. It's
Successful, I don't know about that.
I'm calling it. I'm calling it
That's
right
all.
now.
We have fun.
Yeah.
And that's success
Yeah.
to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fun with my Omies.
Nice.
Yeah, fun with your Omies. With live shows, I wanted to ask because I don't know how much experience you guys have individually. So I guess if you guys can go like one by one, like I guess how is your experience like playing live, and have you always wanted to, I guess, be a performer, or did you make music in your bedroom and you were more comfortable with that and had to become more comfortable playing on stage? Like what is your experience with performing live?
You got it first, Theo.
Yeah, Theo.
All right. I started off first jamming out by myself. I started playing guitar during COVID and just like picking up some tabs, doing some covers. And then I was drumming with this one guy. His name is Nathan. We made our own band. And for a while, we were just playing open mics. We write some goofy songs. They're pretty fun. It was actually a Rice. The Valhalla. You know Valhalla?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they have like open mics every Sunday, which our guitarist is actually the manager of the bar now. Shout out Alex.
Whoa.
Yeah. And then we started playing, and then I started playing with his roommate because he needed a bassist. And that was for a couple months.
Shout out Ethan Jones.
Shout out Ethan Jones. Go stream his music.
For real.
And then
Time.
winter time. I miss you so. And then Cole hit me up, and I was like, okay, I'll join the Omies. It's cool. I like playing live. It's fun.
Yeah, yeah.
Why don't you go?
My live experience comes from playing open mics. Probably I started doing that like 2 years ago, and then I started playing at this bar and a speakeasy, and then a little bistro down by Rice also.
Mm-hmm.
But that is like a completely different vibe from the live stuff that we do. It's just solo and like background music for the most part. But then when we're on stage, it's actually like people are actually listening. It's very nice. It's a nice switch up. But it's so comfortable.
I think you have the
being in
most
front of-
diverse.
Yeah,
Gee.
maybe a little bit.
Because you did the jazzier stuff.
Yeah.
Me, I just
I still do that.
You
every
still do
Thursday.
it. Yeah, every Thursday. It's
Sorrento.
Sorrento?
Salento.
Salento. See? Hector.
Shout out Hector.
No, shout out to Aki for letting me play there.
And for me, like, I mean, I started playing in like rock bands in high school, and I started drumming, and then I learned how to play bass for this other band, and then I learned how to play guitar after that. I don't think I'm really good at any of them. I think I'm just kind of okay at all of it. But it helps me, I think, write songs, and definitely starting playing in bands when I was 16, kind of like I was rhythm section in a lot of bands, and then I became the front man of my last band, and I was so uncomfortable doing that at first, and then I saw this band called the Irons live. We all love the Irons, and they were kind of like I thought they were similar to me, where like the singer was kind of like more of like an awkward, like normal dude, kind of nerdy like me. And I saw how much like stage presence and confidence he had, and then I was like, I don't know, I just really just started copying him, I guess. But
Inspiration.
yeah, definitely inspired me to be a better like performer um on stage, especially as like a singer for sure.
Yeah. Thank you guys for each sharing, like, I guess, some backstory on your music experience. I wanted to know what are y'all's, I guess, like, favorite thing about working together in a band setting? You guys kind of touched upon it, like, oh, I mean, maybe it feels like electric when you're on stage together rather than like you and some background music, or like you said, you have like other people to kind of back you up. But I just wanted to know, like, specifically for you guys, what's your favorite part of performing together?
I mean, definitely like I feel like every time you can like we get more and more comfortable every time. You know, like we played our first show last November, so it wasn't even that long ago. And we were kind of like we didn't have as much chemistry on stage for sure. Um, and then just compared to like 3 shows later, we were able to lock in so much better. I feel like, and now we're at a point where we're consistently like having just a ton of fun,
Yeah.
and we kind of know where each other are. And I bump into Theo sometimes a lot on stage still, but I think that's just kind of funny. One time he tried to make our guitars kiss,
Yeah.
and he was preventing me from getting to my pedal board, so I couldn't do what I wanted to do. And I was like, dude, I gotta get there.
They say that on video, and it's obviously I'm on his way. But like at the time, I was like, oh, he's trying to make her guitar's case. Let's make her guitar's case, you know. But on the
I
video,
wasn't trying to do that at
you can
all.
see his leg like reaching. Like,
Yeah, I had to
around
like
me,
go
trying to
around.
pedals. It's like so funny.
Yeah, I guess it would just be how much we grow every show for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Theo, Hector, did you guys also want to answer the question?
I like when we like get really locked in, especially
Yeah.
with Nick or Michael. You
Yeah.
just like goosebumps and everything hits the same. You know, at the same time, you're really just locked in.
That's a good feeling.
And the music sounds
It's
great.
it's a nice way to get to the flow state sometimes.
For sure.
You know, kind of like a high, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but we don't get high. We don't.
Right. Right.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
That's actually a rule between us.
Yeah, if you want to see me and Hector get mad at each other, you gotta get us to smoke weed before we play music together.
And then we'll be pitched. Actually,
No one's having fun. No one. Theo might be. I
I
don't know.
I was just like, dude, it's
Yeah.
nice, you know.
Yeah.
Guys, stop fighting, please.
I can't believe that's a real thing that happens between you guys. So
Yeah.
so it's a rule now. You can't.
both brain just won't connect.
Well, I think it's just we just lose all ability to like actually communicate ideas with each other. So when we get high, like we just keep saying the same thing over and over again and getting upset that the other one isn't understanding it.
He doesn't help either. He's just there, like
He's just like, yeah.
I think the song's finding itself.
The song. That's funny. I wanted to know a little bit more about, like, I guess the music production side, because you guys do perform live, but you also have, I think you said 2 songs on your discography right now. So I guess what has that been like when you have to kind of record vocals, like raw vocals, isolate them, and then also have like all your other instruments isolated too? How has that experience been?
So luckily, we get someone else to really do that for us because we work with this guy named David Sosa for those 2 songs. He's actually the lead sound engineer at Axelrad now, and he does the booking there. And we were lucky enough to get time with him, and he brings a lot of just. I mean, I think all of us are very novice producers. Um, and he brings a wealth of experience that it takes years of dedication to get. So he's doing stuff in 30 seconds that would take both of us 2 hours to do production wise, whether it's vocals, guitar, drums, especially drums, are
Yeah.
incredibly difficult to record. And then he mixes it all and masters it. We actually worked with a guy named Luis the other day to he had us in his studio to try tracking us live. Um,
That was nice because it was like all of us together recording at the same time instead of like separated.
yeah, and we had the headphones. It was so easy to get locked in for me because that was I think that's the most clear I could hear
Just
everyone
hear everything.
playing.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, and then
Wow.
yeah, just I love working with producers, and I think producing on my own and our own would be cool, but we're gonna get much more quality outcome, I think, with working with producers, and it's always good to bring some fresh ears
Mhm.
into a song. I feel like.
Yeah. Oh, that's really cool. Like you said, the people you're working with have like tons of experience, and I bet you guys are also like learning and growing as you're working with them too, like how to get certain sounds out of your instruments and all that. So it's really cool. I just had this idea where I know you guys perform live, but I know some like artists, they'll do like, I guess, a recorded live performance, and I know this because my brother has kinda worked with this one girl, and she was, like, in this kinda studio space. It'd be so cool if you guys had the opportunity to, like, perform live, but instead of a stage in, like, an actual studio
That'd be.
and
I mean,
have, like,
what we
rolling cameras.
with Luis. He wants
Yeah.
to start doing stuff in his studio like that with
Oh.
bands, and he kind of because we're friends. He just had us, and he was kind of just testing it out, testing the waters, seeing how we sound. I'd definitely like to go back with like a proper like set.
Yeah.
Because when we went with him, we just kind of were just like, all right, what song do you want to do next? All right, this one, boom, and then we get it out.
Me too.
That'd be rough. Some of them sounded good though.
So I don't even.
He hasn't sent it to us yet, so we felt good, and that's what all.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then like I would love. I mean, one of my big goals is to lofty goal eventually is to play one of those like audio tree lives or like KEXP. Like if you're familiar on YouTube and
Tiny
playing the
desk.
people tiny desk,
Yeah.
like the ultimate peak. Like you could say we're as big as Sabrina Carpenter if we get on tiny desk. I think. Um,
Aw. I can see that for you guys. I hope there's something like that here in Houston. I don't think like KXP is Houston's thing, right? A lot of those are
that's Seattle. But even
okay.
a lot of like the local college stations, like I know KDRX and all
Oh, yeah. I feel like Austin's definitely a hub.
for
In
sure.
terms of I mean, you guys work with a lot of different creative people. Like you're working with producers and all these different, I guess, yeah, like people who are surrounded by music. I was wondering how you guys go about reaching out to people. Like let's say like you need this one certain thing, like who's reaching out and how are you guys finding these people?
Okay, I'll take this
He
one.
reaches out.
Uh, yes, I'm the reacher outer, and luckily, I think for a lot of these people, they're already just kind of in my circle. I actually worked at Axelrad for 2.5 years, and if you like know the Houston music scene well, that's where like the best sound guys in town are putting stuff on. So you just kind of become friends with them, and like the people we've worked with are great guys, and like you just hang out. Um, and they're really talented. So if they're trying to test stuff out by recording, I'm happy to volunteer.
Yeah, you
You know,
FIFA Louise. Whatever.
yeah, we were playing. Me and Luis played FIFA in the middle of the recording session.
That was super
Um,
cool.
Wow, wait, that's cool.
but yeah, he beat me. It was close though. But yeah, there's that, and I guess like you just kind of. I mean, it's just about making friends. Like there are talented people that we don't we aren't close with, but we have enough talented people that we are friends with that I think you know it fills all the gaps for us, at least at this current moment.
Yeah. Hector, are you getting inspired to create a song right now?
No, I'm just tapping. Just
He's
tapping.
getting some brick.
I was like, "Ooh, like he's creating." Well, that sounds great. I'm glad that, you have so many connections to be able to just like reach out to someone like for whatever I guess specialty or expertise that they have. That's really cool.
Yeah. And I mean, for booking shows, it's kind of different because you don't know a lot of the people that you're booking. And I think for that, it just helps to just have very, very clear communication, honestly. Like we're lucky enough we're playing a show with this really big band called Flight by Nothing. They're from Austin in August, and I actually was able to book them because I literally just sent their manager an email that said booking request date at the
Yeah.
top, and then they got back to me, and they're on board. So I think clear communication and just, I mean, just being chill and like being available and out there is a huge thing.
Yeah. For my next question, I wanted to ask you guys, how have you navigated marketing your music?
I mean, I wouldn't say we're
Super
very
close
good
to it.
marketers. I mean, honestly, it's we're not like a huge band. But a lot of it is just, I mean, for the first show especially, it's just hit up all your friends and ask them to come to your show. You know, I mean, that's how
Put up
it started.
posters.
But it's
Yeah.
basic stuff. It's being on UH campus and printing out using my $7.50 a semester I get in printing costs covered
Yeah.
to put flyers everywhere I can think of, or
Yeah.
going to the coffee shop I go to all the time and where they know who I am and I say, "Hey, can I put up a flyer?" And they're like, "Of course, we'll come to your show." You know, so um I mean that's the basic grassroots. I wouldn't say we're very good marketers, and that's why we're actually our friend Jasmine is kind of taking over like our TikTok and Instagram
Yeah, it's gonna help
Yeah.
us out a little bit.
to help us out because we really are clueless when it comes to short form content. I try, but I have no idea if that
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah. Do you guys feel like having like a TikTok presence while you are trying to grow and I guess like expand your fan base or community of people who are listening to your music? Do you feel like having a TikTok is important for that?
They say it is.
Yeah,
Could def-
I think it's unfortunately important is kind of how I describe it, if that
Yeah.
makes sense.
Mhm.
Where I'm not like I'm passionate about writing and playing songs. You know what I mean? And TikTok is probably TikTok, Instagram, anything with the algorithm, I guess.
Dude, we just write the song of summer.
Yeah, did we just write the song of the summer? Like that stuff is like it's just how you push it out there. You can't rely on Spotify's algorithm to, you know,
Yeah. And then
make
put
you
Bob
great.
playlist.
Yeah, they'll put you on
Yeah.
a spot playlist. Or it's just like grinding. I mean, like Houston is a big city, you know, so it's hard to necessarily pick up a ton of steam just by playing shows in the scene. So I think if you're not at least entertaining those sort of like TikTok, Instagram, like marketing strategies, you're not doing everything you can to try and
Like
grow your
it's gonna
music.
plateau eventually
Yeah,
if we just keep playing shows in Houston.
yeah, you gotta have a diverse approach to marketing, I guess, and
Yeah, yeah.
trying to get better at.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you guys happen to agree with the sentiment that as a musician, you should kind of be annoying with your music or annoying about your music?
I think so. I think I'm pretty annoying. I mean, you know, just I ask people to come to shows all the time. Hey, come, especially if it's free. Now I'm like, I got you. It's free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll put you on the guest list. But yeah, I mean, I you could be annoying for sure. But if what you're doing is good and people like your music and like your shows, it'll never be that annoying. You know what I mean? People like our music.
Yeah.
Be too annoying that.
Heck, I think you should be more annoying.
I'm a little annoying. I remember being a Ricky Renner person. Oh yeah, by the way, stream my song.
Dude, I love Theo. I love Theo how he's able to bring up like
Oh, wow.
our nearest show in a conversation. It's so
Wait,
fun.
do you actually go up to strangers and bring up like
Like like whenever like you're talking to someone like in a bar, like a random person,
Yeah.
and like you try to squeeze in, like you see an opening. Oh, by the way,
Yeah.
I also play music. I actually have a band. We're actually playing a show this Saturday. You know?
Yeah. Theo's really good at like moving, like he'll move the conversation that direction without me being able to tell, and then it's too late. And now he's already giving you the pitch of why you should become a huge Omies fan.
Yeah, dude, you just gotta be subtle about it.
Yeah. I think the other thing is just being able to put yourself in really good positions, then delivering when it matters. Like we were able to play on the same bill as Bardo, who's the singer from Chicano Batman. And we went into that show knowing we were going to play in front of a lot of people who have never heard of us before. So we need to play as good as we can possibly play, especially.
Yeah, that's pretty
You
good
know,
for
and
sure.
yeah, it was a big crowd, and I think a lot of people from that show kind of came back, or
Hmm.
so
Wait, that's really cool, like, being able to play in front of, I guess, a new crowd. Because it's always awesome to look out and see, like, your friends and your family, but to see new faces and for them to come back, I think that's such, like, a unique feeling. You're like, "Oh, hey, like, you were at the last show."
yeah, you aren't. You didn't come because you're my coworker, you know.
Oh.
But yeah, it's great, and like, I mean, whenever I meet someone new at a show and they're like, "Oh, you were awesome," I'm like, that's still so weird to me.
They're taking
Dude, I'm so bad at that, man. Well, it's like, yeah, it's a really cool feeling, and especially knowing that so many like people already like we have what like 300 streams on Bummer or something. I'm like, wow, that's probably like at least 200 people listening to our music. You know what I
that
mean?
aren't our friends. Oh,
Just in
yeah.
general, it's like it's a lot of people. That's enough to beat two gorillas. But
That's so funny your mind went there. What about the 2 gorillas? I wanted to ask you guys with your songs, right? Because, I mean, you guys are the ones writing it. It's definitely coming from whether or not it's, like, your own experience, you were inspired by something, and your product is, like, a song. So, for Hector and Cole, how do you know a song is finished or that it's good to go?
it's actually a good topic because we argue about this a lot.
For me, it's I don't know. Actually, it's a very good question. It's like so I try and go into songs with like a message, just at least like one sentence of what I want the song to be about. And once I feel like I've gotten that message across, then it's like, okay, I'm done with lyrically, I'm done. And now it's just like, how can we basically just like decorate time and before like I don't know, man. I can't even get my
I
thoughts.
like that decorating time.
Yeah, it's like I
What's that
want to
mean?
decorate time for as much as possible without it getting bland, without it getting boring. And if it gets boring, then that's where it's like, okay, we got to cut it off before that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that's
pretty
me.
hard to write a good like 7 minute long song.
Yeah,
Takes a lot of skill. That's why all our songs are like 3 minutes long. Because like once we get to the 3 minute mark, we're like, all
all
right,
right,
everyone's gonna get bored with this.
let's just end it.
Yeah. But you
um,
guys sorry, but you guys do follow, like, the traditional, like, verse, pre-chorus, verse, bridge, chorus kind of, like, flow
Sometimes.
sometimes?
I mean, not all of our songs have the same structure. A lot of mine are the same, and they're just like verse, chorus, verse, chorus. That's it. And then Cole's has a little more diversity to it, where it's like verse, chorus, bridge, and then it's like something I don't know. It just transforms.
Yeah, like Judith completely changes towards the end.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It took me a minute to learn that song because it has a little structure like verse, chorus, verse at the beginning.
first
Mhm.
chord breakdown.
Yeah, but then it's completely
Section.
changed.
It's like
It's kind of
A
a
B C D C D.
yeah, but it's kind of like a different song, but not really.
I mean, even like I think Bummer's kind of like that too, where it's like the intro is kind of like the verse. It's like the first verse.
Yeah,
Like it's like the same chords as like the verse when we actually play it, but it's
Yeah.
like just rhythm guitar and singing. And then everything else kind of comes in. I don't know. I think drums are really critically important for
Yeah.
me. Because that kind of delivers the energy of the song. So that's why I like. I mean, we're so lucky to play with as many good drummers as we've been able to play with,
Mhm.
because they kind of tie it all together. Yeah, dude,
Well,
that's insane.
That's great.
But
That's pretty good.
they're both so good, and they bring a lot. And I try and consciously put that in my songwriting. It's like I'm not a good enough drummer to play this song, but we're gonna find a good enough drummer to play this song, and then I want to give them a lot of room to really express themselves because that's one of the reasons why I listen to music.
Yeah.
Fancy.
Awesome. Well, now I would like to move into the creative segment portion of the podcast. I'll put something on the screen. It'll look really cool. Yeah. Playlist prescription. Okay. So for this segment, I had some people just, I sent out something and they DM'd me with a situation or a conflict that they needed a playlist to help to help cope with. And I hand selected one specific scenario, and I thought you guys would be the perfect band or group artist to help me answer. So I had somebody ask for a playlist to help them with being in love and confused. So, guys, please recommend a song from your discography or a song from any other artist that you feel.
We could do a release one.
Oh yeah. Wait, finish the scenario again. I'm sorry.
Yeah, they're in love, but they're feeling a little bit confused.
Okay.
We talk about one of our songs or like a song in general.
I want you guys to share one song that you guys have out that feels applicable.
Okay.
I mean, Bummer.
Bummer.
Yeah. That's what Bummer's about. Yeah, not Judas. Judas is about soccer. But yeah, Bummer. I mean, literally, it's about this chick who kept hitting me up at like midnight or 1 a.m. And then I was like high playing Minecraft or something. And then I wouldn't respond and she'd get mad at me. And then like I text her at like 3 p.m. She wouldn't text me back.
Oh.
Text back.
So who was in love and confused in that situation?
I don't know. I wouldn't say I was in love, but I was confused.
Okay, so Bummer.
Yeah, that's the point of Bummer.
And you have an unreleased song that
I don't know. Hector
You
seems like he's confused and in love. You seem like you're more in love than I am.
No,
So.
I try not to write love songs, to be honest.
It's Iron Baby, dude. Come on, man.
That's not about being.
They're making love songs.
yeah,
It's different.
Yeah, making love is different from me. Like, I don't know. Just that I wanted to play live once, but we never got to it.
I mean,
That one's a good one for being in love, and it's kind of just a breakup song, you know.
okay. That one's unreleased?
Yeah, to the house.
Okay. To the Hounds.
That one's on play.
That one is one of the first songs me and Cole played together. We played an open mic together,
Oh,
just
yeah.
the two of us, and we played that one. But
That's
we
what
never-
that was?
Yeah, but
I
we
didn't
never
even
went
know
back
it
to
was
it.
called.
Wait, is there a YouTube link? Is there any footage of this open mic?
It's
They're
not.
all in their
Okay.
That's
I
in
don't
our
think
Google
there's not even
Drive.
a video of it.
Okay. Is this ever being released?
Maybe we'll see.
That's a hard thing about releasing
I'll put it on
songs.
YouTube for you, okay? I'll get it on there. We'll make a
Put it on
TikTok.
TikTok.
We're talking about making a TikTok right now, so maybe we'll do that.
Yeah.
So-
But that's
Okay.
the hard thing about releasing songs is like the recording and production process takes so long. By the time we've released a song, I think we've written about 30 more. So
Yeah, that's it.
and then I'm like, I don't want to play that one anymore. And
It just gets forgotten.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Is that a true feeling? Like you feel like you've written a song kind of in the past and then once it's finally produced, you're like, that song doesn't resonate with me anymore.
I mean, I don't know about the ones we've released. I think I've had those songs written for a long time, and I was kind of like, these ones need to get released. But even ones we've played, like there are some shows or some songs we played at like the first couple shows that I don't even want to ever play again.
And then the first one.
Yeah, we played Pizza Man. Pizza Man's just so silly. I wrote that song in like a day, like for the show, because they gave us an hour to play at our first show.
Yeah.
Whoa.
It's way too long.
Can I get a verse or a chorus of Pizza Man?
Yo, throw in some Pizza Man. I forgot the words. There's 1, 3, 2, 5.
What is it?
4 minor 4 or no. Do you remember the chorus?
So, man, I hate to be downtown.
There is no sign. You look like a clown.
The boy is no more.
Yeah.
Pizza Boys no more?
His own. What did you say?
And he's got to say he can. It's such a bad
I
song.
like it. I
I'm
really do.
cringing
It
at
was
it.
a fun song.
Yeah.
I think literally the only reason we played it is because I don't think we've had longer to play than we have since our first show.
We also haven't played 3 a.m. in a minute.
I don't like that one.
I kind of like that.
Mhm.
That one's one of my faves.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, I don't know. Our first show, we definitely had way too long to play. Like, there was a little segment there where we just gave our instruments to other people.
They played for It was fun, and Vaughn was shredding.
Yeah, Wong Dong was shredding.
Shout out to Voodoo.
Ethan was up there. Dorian was up there. Zab.
Oh yeah.
Remember Zab played?
Yeah.
God, our first show was so much fun. We didn't even have to play at all.
Wow. Well, playlist prescription. We sorry. That was a cute little
Sorry, we
guess-
went on a lot of tangents.
No, you're fine. I wanted to hear Pizza Man. I only got to the part where you guys said Pizza Boy, but yeah. But it's okay. So I like the songs you guys recommended. Bummer. That's a really great one. And then now in the Hounds.
To the Hounds.
To the Hounds. Okay. I have 2 for you guys. I'm not sure if you guys are into my type of music, but we'll see. Dr. Dog.
Fuck yes.
Okay. I like Nelly.
Nelly's great.
Okay.
That's one of the first ones I fell in love with.
Yeah, so we'll add Nelly to the playlist. I think that one's a cute one. Very applicable. And do you guys know, you ever watch American Idol? Did you ever see Katie Turner on there? Okay, well, she has a song called The Come Down. I think if you guys listen to it, you're gonna really like the start of the song. Actually, you're gonna like the entire song, but you're gonna be like, whoa, at the start. Okay, that sounds like a great playlist. I'll upload that to the Spotify, so anyone out there who is in love and confused can take a gander at our
You add
playlist.
Beyonce's Drunk in Love. Please.
I'll add that one. Any other suggestions? We have Beyonce.
Dude, how could we follow up Beyonce?
Yeah.
Let me think of one more.
Be in love. Is there an Iron song?
Hero's Journey. In Time.
No,
In Time,
that's
Hero's
not-
Journey.
She's out there. She's out
Oh,
there.
she's out there so good.
She's
Honestly,
out there.
it's fire. God, I hope my buddy's not a spy.
Oh my god.
Oh, and Goodbye Too Soon is also a little confused.
Huh?
Goodbye Too Soon.
Yeah, Goodbye Too Soon. Goodbye Too Soon by the Irons.
By the Iron. Okay.
Yeah, that would be our suggestion, I think.
Okay, all those songs will be on the playlist. I have a couple more questions for you guys before the end of this interview. So, I talked to you guys a bit earlier about like small artists. I wanted to know if you guys wanted to shout out anyone right now that you think should be discovered or deserves more listeners.
Jones.
Oh, that's your guy.
Yeah, Hayden Jones is like a folk artist that's I don't know how he's not fucking huge. I think his music's fucking genius. Pardon my French. I'm
Dude, he's going off.
excited.
Dude.
That's one for me.
Are we allowed to curse here?
Yeah. What type of music does he make?
Blues, folk, kind of. A little bit of jazz in there. A little bit of gypsy.
Yeah, Bongo.
Theo?
You joined me to some April company lately.
Ah, you stole mine.
Really?
Dude, you saw my story post the other day, right?
Yeah, the Infinite Cup glitch.
Yeah, I was playing. So I work for the city of Houston officially. So I was driving around this official city vehicle, and I was playing April Company. And I took a picture of it, posted on my story. And
It's
they
like,
reposted it.
no,
Yeah,
Whoa.
Infinite Cup glitch.
Yeah,
April
Infinite
Company.
Cup glitch. Ah, you stole mine. You
Sorry.
bastard. I'm gonna kind of go. One of my first, I mean, in a very similar vein to April Company. He's not as local anymore because he moved. But Scotty Malcolm makes some really good music. I think in the similar vein of like indie, very silly, very poppy, but really good. I think he goes to Berkeley or something. Yeah. But he was kind of at the same time. Don't. Why are you messing with everyone? But yeah, definitely some Scotty Malcolm. I would shout out.
Yay.
All these artists I feel like are bigger than us. But yeah.
That's okay. Those are good recs. I'll leave their stuff in the description or something. Yay. And the next question I have for you guys is what advice would you give to anybody out there right now who's listening who wants to start like a music journey or like career?
Don't do it.
No, no.
No, that was a joke. If you're listening on the podcast, you probably can't see my face. But yeah, I mean, just get out there and just play shows. I think playing shows is like, I feel like it's way more valuable than just practicing, and like, it's easier to say you're gonna do it than to actually do it. So just, it's
Even
fine.
if it's just like an open mic and it's just you and the guitar or you and your keyboard or something, just go out.
Have fun with it.
Yeah, have fun.
Yeah, the more you do it, the more fun you're gonna have. And the more comfortable you're gonna get. You get more comfortable, you have more fun.
Yeah. Don't play with people that you're not having fun with. Also.
Maybe have like 2 drinks before you play. That would be maybe have 2 beers. I think that's a sweet spot before you play. If you're in Europe or over 21, yeah, we're not encouraging underage drinking, guys. Get your head out the gutter.
Thank you for that disclaimer.
Yeah.
And my last question for you guys is what can lucky listeners expect from you this year? Or maybe even this summer?
This
The
year.
fucking the Slumber Slam.
Slam. We're about in early June. We're gonna announce SummerSlam, which is
It's gonna be epic.
an epic show that we're playing
This is our soft launch right here.
in a real wrestling ring. The stage is the wrestling ring.
It's gonna be awesome.
Is that real?
Yeah.
Yes, this is
So very real.
in August, and it's gonna be epic. That's the show I said we got Flight by Nothing. And
Mark your calendars.
we have Elevator Days that's playing. April Company's playing.
Light by Nothing.
Orpheus Von Doom. Velvet Dust. They're all coming through, and it's gonna be so much fun. We're gonna have vendors.
It's gonna be a whole festival.
Yeah.
Technically.
And we're gonna be playing other shows leading up to it. The Road to SummerSlam, if you if you will. But yeah, that and I mean we're gonna keep recording, but I don't know what's gonna be released.
Hopefully, Vultures is out by the end of the year.
Yeah, by the end of the
will
year.
be mad at us if we.
But it's kind of a meme. You know what I mean? Like
Vultures, I mean.
the fact that it's not
Don't
released.
let it,
I want people to get mad that we're not releasing our music. If you want us to release music, yell at us in the comments of our Instagram posts.
So like rating our shows,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, mad at us.
Boo us. I really want to start getting booed at shows. I think,
Oh, okay, marketing strategy.
Tomatoes.
yeah, everyone cheers. No one throws things at us. I think that's what I want.
to the last show.
I was like, guys, we really, because I feel like we would fit as the bad guys. You know what I mean? We'd be the bad
Okay.
SummerSlam. You know?
Would you come? If I had sliced tomatoes ready for you, would you come and throw them on at us on stage, please?
Why sliced?
Because then all the juices get everywhere.
Wait, like in slices or in half?
Like in half, I bet.
Oh,
Huh?
in little slices. That's such a recession indicator, dude. It's like we only bought 4 tomatoes for all of us, so we got to slice them up.
Maybe like quarter tomatoes.
Yeah. Come on, guys, terrorists.
I will happily volunteer, and you can even give me a time. Like you can even ask me to coordinate. So it's like when you guys hit the bridge or something, then the tomatoes are flying.
All right, we'll do
I'll
it.
give you a signal.
Perfect.
Do it. One time we played a show where we had our friend dress up as the Grinch, and it was a Christmas show. He dressed up as the Grinch.
He's dressed.
Huh?
We fought on stage, and I killed him.
No, you didn't.
Yeah,
Hey, he took out the Grinch. Santa won
yeah.
the fight between them.
The Christmas show too, though. The Grinch is probably gonna come back with a vengeance. He's probably gonna have a whole crew.
Oh no.
You guys have some crazy. People have to go to your live shows clearly because
Yeah.
so much happens.
Yeah.
More stuff's gonna keep happening.
Yeah.
Leading up to the
It's an
SummerSlam
experience.
show, we want to like start fake beef with every band that's playing.
Oh my god.
supposed to say that, bro.
Well, don't worry, dude.
Yeah, why are you publicizing this beef? This one-sided beef?
Well, we actually
No,
do.
not one-sided. It's gonna be between the bands.
Yeah.
Everyone's gonna be fighting.
We actually do hate them.
Nice. So you guys do want to see like battle of the bands, but like
Yeah.
battle.
Like real bad.
Yeah, so this show is like we're actually we're playing music. We're just fighting.
Yeah,
Yeah,
or just wrestling.
Okay.
that's a bit. That's a bit. I'm sorry, we're so stupid and sarcastic that we can't.
We're so
I forget that we're talking to like someone who's never met us.
No, I love y'all's personalities, and I think this is probably the most chaotic episode I've recorded. But I'm gonna recommend everyone to actually watch this one on YouTube and not in their car. They might get freaked out if this is...
Yeah, because you won't be able to tell what's going on.
Yeah.
We're just kind of yelling at the beginning because the
You'll
cat's
have to
just
answer
running
Sean
around.
Misty. Mr.
I should
Sean.
let her out. I should let her out.
All right.
Yeah. Well, as you let your cat out, I'll go ahead and say thank you guys so much for your time. Hopefully Hector can still hear me from here. But I appreciate you guys talking with me, and I'm excited for all the new stuff that's coming for you guys. The Summer Slam sounds really exciting.
Yeah, thank you for reaching out.
Hey, of course.
Thanks
Oh,
for having
now
us.
she's
She's
chilling.
gonna hang up.
Oh, now
She's a
she's
little
chilling.
evil.
Oh, can you guys go ahead and drop your socials so people know where to find you?
Yes, our Instagram is at the Omies, TheOmiess. We tried to get the original at the Omies, but there's some guy with a private account with 1 follower who has that handle.
Report that.
And everyone report his account so we could get the actual one.
The Omies handle.
And then our TikTok is just the Omies, Theomies.
Beautiful. Okay, well, everyone, go ahead and follow them, stream their music, listen to all the artists that they recommended earlier, and we will catch you guys later. And hopefully, people show up to your live shows and enjoy the crazy, awesome music you guys have.
And we're gonna fire up the Omies Minecraft server back up if anybody wants to join.
Oh, that's been bad.
We got to get it back. Yes, everyone play Minecraft with us. All right.
Minecraft propaganda. Okay.
Yeah, we all do the Minecraft movie together. Okay, never mind. We're gonna keep yapping if we stay.
Yeah. Thank you guys, and thank you to everyone listening. We'll catch you in the next one. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.